Hey guys, this is great opportunity for you guys to participate in the contest. You have to find a hidden question in a video and first one give the correct answer will be the winner. Winner has the opportunity to get his or query solved through direct discussion with me or in comments. They can also ask me to make a project of their choice. Winner name will be revealed after 24 hours of the uploaded video.
In this video, I will teach you how to use any bench power supply, lab bench power supply. So you can see I am bought a TIGA lab bench power supply. I am showing you how to use. First, plug in the wire, and you can see box came with a TIGA power supply with probe and Chinese manual. Chinese manuals are not really possible, so I am teach you how to use a TIGA power supply without reading any. You can use any power supply without using manual. First, this is that wire that in a positive you can see there are 3 pins. This black is ground, which means chassis ground, and this is a negative and this is a positive. I am use a negative positive, red for positive, red to red, which means positive to positive and negative to negative. And this black is open, so it is a ground. And now turn the power supply on. Power supply. Yeah. Now turn on there, so you can adjust current for this knob and voltage adjust for these 3 knobs. This knob for jump state voltage, which means 1.5, 3 volt, 3.6, 4.8, 6 volt, 7 volt, or 0 to 15 volts. And after you can frequently adjust voltage point by point with these knobs. This knob for voltage lower, and this knob is voltage higher, which means you can move this knob to voltage for 10 volt maximum. You can adjust a voltage for this knob to 1 to 10 volt max, and this knob you can adjust below 10 to 15, 16 volt. Total voltage is 16, and this is a 2 ampere power supply. 0.6 ampere to 2 ampere max, and this is a short circuit proof. For example, when I short in these wires, so you can see this LEDs on, which means there is a short circuit protection, which means there is a safe for when you can maintain a circuit, electrical circuits. Some source your circuit is problem, you can plug any other power supply that steals your circuit and burn your every single component. This can trips out without burning anything. I am problem right now, main problem. So now I'm seeing one other thing. This power supply can handle maximum 2 ampere of current. So just I connect these clips. Let me before connecting clip turn on the multimeter. I am forgetting to turn on the multimeter. So now pointing 600 volts. DC voltage is. So you can see it is a clutch. My multimeter is Chinese multimeter, so multimeter is not accurate, but this unit is highly accurate. Now I'm adjust voltage 12 volts. Other feature I'll tell you. I think this knob to adjust 12 volt. 12 volt. Yes. This feature is this then comes lots of wires. For this wire you can receive also same voltage, which means 12 volt for this wire as well as same voltage as 1 to 16 volt same with this wire, also 1 to 16 voltage same with these wires. For this wires for plugging small SMD circuits for testing, so same 12 volt. Again my multimeter is not accurate. Now this you can see with this probe is different. This probe can maximum give 5 volt, like there 5 volt. Let me 4 volt, which means 4.8 volt, which means close to 5 volt. So when you can use this type of backlight inverter. You can see my previous video I purchased a LCD LED, LCD CCFL backlight driver, and I'm connecting this old burn fluorescent tube. This is a fully burned fluorescent tube. I am joined both filament pins in common and other both pins in common. So which means there's previously this bulb installed, this tube installed with this board with filaments. Which means there are two filaments, four pins. Two filaments is connecting in series. Now I am remove a filament. I am connecting the both filament as one electrode and other filament is as other electrode. Which means voltage can more higher 2.4 kilo to 5000 volts. Which means there's a static electricity produce this bulb, and bulb is on without filament. And this bulb that was this this fluorescent tube, bulb fluorescent tube is totally fused. Now check other benefit. You can see on my previous videos, so I took it out a normal 12 volt charger as well as enable external enable source which require a 5 volt for logic level. So there are twice problem. So you can use both two batteries to run single module. But there are features they are same with 12 volt ground or 5 volt. Let me other I am seeing you. So I am bringing the current temperature low. So that's why this module can drop high current. So that's why it might be drop. So you can see when I connecting this wire it's working. Otherwise this module is not unloaded loaded, so it is a self-regulation module. It is can trip out very quickly. I don't know what is the reason behind. And this thing you can use other source. For example, let me turn down. Now I try this filament consume LED. Filament LED. One type of I turned the LED. So you can see when I connect LED. Now I think I'm trying the voltage. Current is high and voltage is also high, so it is consumed 16 volt matched. I think. Make sure LED is not pop out. So maybe I am the over voltage little bit. So this unit is also protect short circuit protection and current and over voltage protection. You can charge a battery, lithium ion battery with this power supply. But remember, you can charge lithium ion battery for this power supply. You can use a MOSFET protected battery, not a normal battery which is no any protection. Sometimes battery is overcharged and anything is goes wrong, batteries may be explode or pop out. So it is not a good idea without any protective cell. Non-protective cell is to use. Now that two LEDs. My one LED was open, I think. Just this power supply I am testing for working for 6 days. This power supply can handle 7 LEDs in I-turn filament LED. So you can see just I connected it. There is also monitor at turn. So I am also sure how much turn my circuit is draw. For example, I made a small inverter circuit on any circuit. So I am plugged in the circuit. It is also run a circuit as well as give readings too. So it is idea next time I am use same circuit for other power supply. I am know this circuit is consume that amount of current. So that's why it is very useful method. Just I think these two wires are tiny, so it is move back and forth, so slips, but it is I'm fixated what it is. Wires are too tiny, so it is slip that slip mouth. You can see there's a 25 milliamps draw. Just tighten that more. It can handle maximum 6 LEDs. 6 or 7. otherwise it's draw trans. So it might be thin. I am drawing uh, made a too much voltage I, so maybe yes, my both LEDs are I think popped, but it is not burnt. Just blood in. The wires tiny, so wires can fall off again and again. So now the third one LED. So you can see it is the much higher turn. Let me use this LED. I did it is not strip out. I am thinking use this one LED. I think it's not strip out. Yeah, let's find a strip out LED, which means wires are stripping. So I am forgetting my scissor to strip a wire. So I am use these strip LEDs, already wire strip LEDs. It is mostly common. So I think my LED is creating a little bit heat. It might be over voltage little bit issue, and my LED is little bit meet a problem. So I just take otherwise now you can see it will draw 10 amps with only one LED, 22 amps, and this way you can also as a work as well as you can also measure your uh, equipment and your wire switch which you can plug in for you can get turns and volts. So it is the maximum 44. This LED should not, but I think it might be fuse or not. I think this wire is open. There were too much wires, so it is not at easiest way to stitch all wires. So clip are tiny, so little bit falling back and forth. So now you can see I am plugging in 4 LED which draw 40 ampere, 40 milliamps I think. That's milliamps, not amps. So maximum power supply can draw 2 amps. They were 2 amps load, but this LEDs draw 14 amps of current. Let me wait by LEDs or turn off frequently. I should remove this and join this wires again. So lots of wires can make a connection loss. So that's why we can see it's the of it might be this LED is burn. So that's why this LED is not working. Let me changing. Let me try it with one few more LEDs. I think 3 more LEDs and try some other things afterwards. I think LEDs is too hot. It is not a good idea to more LEDs use. Now I am telling you with this fan. So now it trans voltage into 12 volts. So my fan is need 12 volts, and now I am also know how much can draw my fan. So that's why this I am adjust full eye turn. So I never know how much turn to draw my fan. My fan draw in 0.15 milliamps. It is the 15 milliamps. When I adjust a full voltage, it is the 2 amp, 0.2 amp, 2 milliamp, and fan speed is too high. And you can use any kind of tool for low and high voltage. You can use also your expensive tool. You can use any expensive tool and fan. You can connect it. There's no any risk for burning your component. This is a safe circuit footage So you can see they're not air, but they are fan are a little bit noisy. So fan is there. This is a good tool for lab purposes. Any volt, low voltage, you can use your appliance. Low voltage does not matter. You can use any appliance, any expensive appliance for this project. There's no risk, no any short circuit problem, no anything. You can use this power supply for any time it is not, or it is low power for main. So it is built with transformer power supply. I am seen in our projects. I am working on lots of projects. So I am thinking I am made a video one two right now, but I am never know or I am never sure what it is. My art project is not fully complete, so I cannot make a videos and quickly art project is end, and I am not sure what is do for next. So I am waiting right now what is project I made on video, and now I am by with this art. The lab bunch power supply. So I'm see how to use this lab bunch power supply. Previous videos I made iron 2 sulfite and Wosun in bottle. So there are I am next time I am sure I am not making a videos for electronics. It might be thin it making like electronics videos but little bit not too much. I am working on lots of chemical related projects right now. So I am decide a few projects, but it is a dangerous or risky project. So I am never thinking to try this kind of project, but it is only this project is left. But all electronic project without fully completed, all is done. So that's why no project left. If you have any idea for projects, so I am today is I am a one contest, but it is not a contest. It is a cheapest. You can tell me my channel name only, and you can win of this contest. This is you can this is small contest. You can ask me, tell me my channel name only. I am uh, and I am and you can decide on your project which project I am made now. Come next to you very soon. And by the way, one thing I am forwarded to telling you. This light comes with a USB charger, so you can plug your phone with a USB cable to this USB adapter cable plug into this unit, while you can charge on your phone. Or this power supply is mostly used for your phone equipment. For example, your phone is analog phone. For example, analog meaning there are a small phone which phone is portable battery or bigger phone is a portable battery. Your phone battery is dead. You'll never know your problem is your phone or problem is your battery. You can remove a battery and voltage adjust for 3 volt adjust with less amount of current, only 500 milliamps of current, and these two probe inject in a battery points positive to positive, negative to negative, and check your phone without battery, or if you run your phone without battery with the help of this TWL bounce power supply. And you or if your charger is burned, for example, you can have only one charger. You can use these probes and adjust the power supply with 5 volt output, 500 milliamp 2 amperes of output for charging a modern types of smartphones. You can plug your your data table, smartphone data table, and connect with these two probes, positive to positive, negative to negative, and pin this wire to pin to your cell phone. And your cell phone is running with, I mean charging with this power supply. Keep in mind, never connect launch priority. If you connect a launch priority with any kind of circuit, expensive tools, always your tool is burned. So keep in mind, priority is not connect on round. And this video is end with. I'm next to you guys soon.